make a new video here on the UK government ran harassment and mind control program. This picture is, I got it because it looks supernatural. If you look closely, it looks like an angel. You see the wings there. I just randomly came across it and thought I'd share it, say as my background as well, because it was interesting. But off the topic, onto nothing like that, because I don't want to talk about that stuff on here. We'll get on to what they've been doing today. So today, not so much heavy targeting, siren harassment, and this is what they just did just now. Time to when a perp came back. I believe he's a perp now, because he's been playing music every time he comes back, and it's mimicking, it's copying me, because I've been playing music, and it started around late spring. He wasn't doing it before, and now he started playing music. So
here they come, the siren shit.
Sorry about the lag again. We'll try and fix this. I don't know how to fix it. Just no matter what I seem to do, it just always seems to lag. I've tried all kinds of fixes in the past, and nothing seems to fix it.
Also, the minute this dude gets
I guess it's not really important.
back, just
See what I mean? It's just lagging to fuck. This car is his. Volkswagen Golf.
so the minute this dude gets back, just the guy who I think's involved, just the bullshit they're doing, yeah. Hear that shit. See what they're doing? Are they making noises?
This is a reoccurring thing.
Clowns, man. And all that bullshit as well. Yeah, man, the minute this fool got back, he started doing that shit. He's playing music as well, you know. He started playing music when I started playing music, so they're mimicking.
Copying. But it's to try
Also,
and harass you. That's what it is.
As soon as he gets back, he goes hello. Don't look in my direction, but just goes hello. So I don't know if he'll talk to someone else.
Trying to get a response.
I think that's their way of trying to let me know, yeah, he's involved, or that they're manipulating him. But yeah, the exact minute that fool gets back, that bullshit. You know, because it's Sunday, you know, they're gonna be stepping up the noise, because today's the day when I contact people from America, TIs,
Yeah,
you know. I don't contact any UK, not because I don't want to, but because I don't know any that I can trust 100% yet. Especially after being betrayed by Tori and Aberdeen. Sorry about the red flower. But yeah, you know, it's hard to trust people now. Especially now. You know, I've been betrayed a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this lag as well.
But yeah, that's that bullshit, man. That's the shit they're doing with the sirens. Noise
I
campaign.
honestly don't know how to fix it. Or what's
And you hear
going on.
the
It's probably something
revving
they
too.
They sabotage
It's
your
gay
page.
shit, but you know, it's what they do.
So that's what just happened about half an hour ago.
Faggots,
something
man.
like that. Maybe 20 minutes ago. So I'll get on to the next video. More the same.
Siren halls again.
20 minutes before that happened.
Repeating tactic.
20 minutes or so before.
Very windy.
Yeah, it's just been weird.
very blue skies.
Strong wind.
Which is a change. It looks bluer on the phone than it does with my eyes, but yeah, decent. Apart from the siren horse.
So what's the next?
Right, so I guess now they're resorting to petty vandalism.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about this. So this is what I found this morning outside my house. It was windy last night, granted, but this has fell in the opposite direction to the direction the wind has come from. You know, I have my suspicions on who it is, probably the perm next door, but it's definitely deliberate because the wind was blowing the opposite way. But this is the kind of stuff they do, you know. I had the same thing in Sheffield, right? In this little communal garden, they'd smash the plant pots, stuff like that, and then neighbours thought it was me. You know what I mean? They thought it was me because they would smash and vandalise things, just like this. They'd do stuff like this in the night, come in and you know, sorry about the noise. They'd knock things over. But so, you know, I came out this morning and that's what I found. You know, they'd knocked my plant pot over. So there you go.
Come around the front to find this. You know,
Petty shit like
this is exactly the kind of stuff these motherfuckers in this program do. Alright, community harassment program, government ran. It was windy yesterday. Well, the wind's coming from this way. No way this would blow over.
It's not Freemasons, it's not fucking angels or demons or aliens. It's the government that's doing this. With the police, the medical community, the intelligence agencies as well. This is what they're doing. They've created what's called a coercive persuasion program, which is basically a mind control program and also harassment program, elements of both, designed to get rid of people they don't like, covertly get rid of them, to try and covertly get rid of them without the use of deadly force. So instead of killing you with deadly force, it's psychological harassment, drugging, directed energy, you know, advanced classified technology such as remote neural monitoring, silent sound, spread spectrum, which uses what's called infrasound, I believe, that your mind can pick up on but you cannot hear it. They also use a technology called through-wall radar, where they can people ask me, you know, do you think they put bugs in your house? They don't need to do that. They can use the through-wall radar. The new NYPD have it. Before you say, oh, that shit don't exist. The NYPD have this technology that can see through walls. They're researching technology that could see if a weapon is under people's clothes with microwaves. So this technology is real. But this is the technology they use in this coercive persuasion program. Alright.
You know, but
I'm sorry about the blue shoes.
again, you know, they gotta do something to retaliate, I guess.
Yeah.
Without exposing them
I've had them many years.
with the
It's not
videos.
targeted.
So this is what they do. They want to get it off the chest. They're not happy, so they knock a plant pot over. Right.
That's what they do,
Okay. Petty vandalism is a tactic they use.
Of course, it's deniable. Right?
I'll
You can
have to
just
get
say,
the camera, I
"Oh,
think.
the wind must have blown it over."
On
You
the
know,
front, on the back, that is.
stuff like this.
As you see, you know,
But you know full well
pettiness
because it happens constantly. Stuff like
knocked
this.
over.
They also moved my bin, I think, because I
This is what
put
they
the
do,
bin in the
yeah.
middle, and it was moved.
It's like it's behind a wall. There's no
To
way
the
it's the
left.
fucking wind that did that.
So, you know, this is what they're doing.
I mean, I
Also-
don't know who's done it, but
I'll get
I
to
wouldn't be
that.
surprised
I think
if
I made a
it's
video.
Perps next door.
Yeah, that's what I think anyway.
Pathetic.
I'd be amazed. I
Calvin
should
shit.
think so.
These motherfuckers do.
Because
Petty
I
shit.
was targeting the
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
out of them last night because they would.
So yeah,
They
now
started
they're,
with the bullshit, you know,
I guess,
playing
knocking over
music
plant
that
pots.
I used to like.
Makes me
when
glad
was a
I got
kid.
all this shit
So
on.
I just stopped blasting my music.
You know,
I mean, I wanted
that's what
to
they do in this program.
especially, you know,
They all
retaliate.
do shit like
Psychological.
that to
That's what I'm
try
doing.
and harass you or
You want to harass me with your music blaring? I'm gonna blast my music, right?
Well,
That's
it's
how it goes
just
down.
pathetic.
That's how it goes down. You know what I mean? But you know, they're playing a very specific song, which was "It's a Love Thing." I can't remember the artist's name, but it's an old song. But it was a song I used to like because it was on a compilation CD called "Check Out the Groove," which was one of the first CDs. In fact, it was the first CD I actually liked because it had Grandmaster Flash on. It had all kinds of other like hip hop and R&B artists on, soul artists. So they're referencing that. You know,
all
I
these
told you
faggots
how
are
they.
playing games.
I told you how they reference, you know, the fact 2007 is my favourite year. It was my favourite year. Sorry about the stab fest there.
All these faggots
You
are
know, I sometimes wear that. It's not illegal to wear those.
playing games now, you know, fucker next door. Doing the musical targeting, so playing a song that I liked from my childhood. Very specific song.
That's just pictures of me when I was young. You can't see. Yeah, obviously I changed different from then, so they were left over from
Playing
them,
games,
so I just
shit.
put them there. And yeah, that's what I was just saying. You know, they're playing.
I'm about to blast some
specific-
music soon anyway.
Yeah, so I've retaliated. You know, they got to listen to Tupac. You know, so
Siren horn.
so probably siren noise first. Yeah. You see how it's a reoccurring thing? It's a reoccurring thing. Every day there'll be sirens going up and down here because it's part of the noise campaign, it's part of the harassment. It's not for emergency situations or anything like that. It's deliberately being done,
Got a long video coming up.
which is one of.
I'm gonna have to play all the videos.
And the constant revving as well. is
Maybe
the
not
part
all
of
at
that too.
once, but
The constant cars and
Yeah,
bikes
got a
revving
long-
wasn't happening before. Now it's happening all the
Siren
time,
horns.
every day. You know, part of the noise campaign. Which is one thing they like to do.
Is they're getting people to shout out this building now, so I'm just calling it the Funny Farm. I think it is mental.
Yeah, they've been using mentally deficient people to target me now. The other day, guy stood outside on the street just staring at me aggressively, very aggressively staring at me. So I walk up past and look over my shoulder, he's still staring at me. So I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? And he's like, I wasn't looking at you.
The retarded people that are in there.
And they got them
You
shouting
know, they're
out
using that.
the windows when I'm out on the back of garden. They're shouting out. So you know, I've been calling them window lickers and shit like that.
To there you hear it.
That you hear that? Play it again.
You know, they're using them to there you hear it.
You know, they've been shouting, making stupid noises.
Keep doing that. It's Funny Farm. Yeah,
So,
and they start doing the motorbikes, sirens.
so they're using all kinds of people in this,
Oh,
getting
crap.
involved. Neighbours, they're using people in the buildings up there participating. Right, so I was out in Derbyshire.
It's nice.
I'll just pause it frame by frame because it's
This is
like
Derbyshire. He's using teenagers doing hand signals, but just starts. She just stands there. Starts talking.
yeah. I was out walking with my family, and they were targeting me with like these I guess people walking for Duke of Edinburgh Award or something like that. They were teenagers, like 17, 16-year-olds. And they were walking past, constantly doing hand signals. Then they were talking about depression when they're walking past me. They did the subliminal shit.
Watching herself and doing hand signals. My mum notices it too.
Yeah, one of them just stopped on the path here. Starts like touching her face, doing. Actually, yeah. Today they did the same thing. There was a guy doing the exact same thing, like repetitively touching his head. And then I picked it up. I know it's some kind of fixation drill because it's being repetitively done.
Okay, so yeah, and then a group of them walk past and they go, "Oh, so depressed."
Yeah, yeah. One of them just goes past and goes, "Oh, I'm so depressed." Right, dark NLP. Well, not NLP actually, but it's trying to implant force.
Bullshit again. Trying to implant thoughts, negative thoughts. You know, they constantly do that with me. There'll always be people around me talking about depression or negative stuff.
Always.
It's to make it manifest. It's to try and make it manifest. To try and put the thought in your head.
It's like,
Of
I'm sorry, I can't do shit about it. It's like it seems to be getting worse.
you know, to go in your subconscious so it manifests. Basically, there's a word for it. I've forgotten it. There's a scientific word.
This is a new computer. It's not an old computer. It shouldn't be doing this.
The tactic.
But, you know, these people will do anything to sabotage your efforts to expose them. In this case,
Something suggestion.
they've probably put a virus or something on the computer to slow it down.
Some implied suggestion or something like that. Oh, I'll wait
I
here.
was doing this a couple of weeks ago. It was playing fine.
But yeah,
It's just my family.
but yeah, that's what it is.
Get it. This woman here, she, I could tell it was a perp because as soon she was walking behind me, then as soon as I stopped, she stopped because they like to be behind you. For some reason right now, for me, they like to be behind me. They don't like me being behind them. So I stopped, then she stopped because I wanted her to. Well, she stopped in front of me, so I walked ahead. So they're like playing cat and mouse. She had a little smile on her face, and she was looking at her phone. Now, also, funnily enough, when I filmed her, she didn't continue down this path here because she didn't want to be exposed.
Just walking. So, she's a perp. She stops. Gets a phone. Starts.
Okay, I think I said it's
It's even here. I mean, I got my phone on. It's not difficult. But even when you're out here,
even when you're out in the countryside,
Still
if you've got your
trying
phone, they'll follow you. They'll follow you. They'll find something to do, if not on foot, with aircraft.
I put it to the test. I just stopped so she'd walk in front of me, and I knew when I stopped, she would stop too.
I knew it. I knew she would. I knew she would because I've seen how they behave. Right now, they're liking to be behind me.
Trying to keep behind me.
Which is a tactic, because I remember reading, I think it was a PDF or something. It said I can't remember the exact wording, but it said how they like to be behind you to make you feel uncomfortable, because you can't see them.
So yeah, I'm sure.
I'll do the same thing to them.
Because what she'll do now is she'll start walking again.
She didn't though. She went off. I guess she didn't want to be filmed again.
So I'll stop again.
Right now, you seen when they've been hiding their face and stuff, they seem very... I guess because my channel's getting a lot more views now, they're trying harder to...
Cat and mouse bullshit.
Trying harder to hide themselves.
Alright, so these guys...
Alright. Listen, you hear the noise campaign. You know, this isn't a city, remember? It's a small town, not a city. Yet we got all this noise. Okay, so remember these guys. You may remember these guys. They've started targeting me again. SAS, aka Special Arse Service, with the number 666 as their phone number. And they have a little crosshair, like a target emblem on their logo if you search about them. They turned up. They keep turning up wherever I go.
These guys...
Alright,
been
there we go.
turning up again. A lot. Special Arse Service. They turned up in Nottinghamshire. Now I'm out. I mean, it is closer to that.
Yeah, when I was going to see my granddad with my family, they were in Nottinghamshire, which is quite a long way from this place where I live now. They must have been about 20 miles away from here. Quite a long way from. I mean, not that far, but
Base here, but
they're a car parts supplier, and there's plenty of other car parts suppliers that are in Nottinghamshire. Sorry, that are in Nottinghamshire. You know, it's probably closer to Nottingham than where I am. The town where I saw them. So, you know, again, it's gang stalking.
they keep turning up a lot again, so I'm gonna put it on blast. But yeah, they seem to be extending how far they're gonna target me with them. Of course, as well, the number 666 is in their phone number, right?
Yeah, them making all the noise now.
See how they do it.
They know what I'm doing. They know I'm exposing them. Alright, so this is something they've been doing to try and stop me uploading videos. I've been getting duplicate video warnings
It's in
when they're not
focus.
duplicates.
Right, so now what they're doing to stop me
This is another attempt to try and stop me uploading.
try anyway and stop
This video is a duplicate.
me
This is a duplicate you already uploaded.
uploading my videos is I'm getting the error. This is the second time this has happened this week. I'm getting duplicate upload error when it is not a duplicate. This is the first time I've uploaded this video, but this is how they are trying to basically stop me uploading certain videos.
Yeah,
The last time this
they tried
happened
that
was
with the motorised video, gang stalking video. You know, the one where they were doing 3-point turns in front of me. They did that with that as well,
with
which I'll show.
this
one.
video.
down here, which is
So I
this
had to-
video. I had to basically take it out, put it into a video editing program, and then change it a little, and then re-upload it. So
to trick it into thinking it's
they're
not
using
working.
this as a way to try and stop me uploading videos now. Alright.
It's starting with the noise campaign, your power tools going.
You hear that very faint car alarm? That's one of the 2 alarms they've been setting off
If you'll hear that, but they've been setting off a car.
constantly. See, now it stops.
It stops.
Because then you know I'm recording it. I hope you heard that wee alarm, and then there's that other one, the car horn one. These are
two
there's
specific ones, and I recognise each one.
distinctive alarms that keep going off. You know, because of course they're gonna, when they're being exposed, particularly with the sirens, they're gonna want to do the same thing.
Yep.
I thought I'd mention as well, you know, neighbour's dog, right? There's apparently called Tilly. The other week, I heard them call it something else,
Yeah.
and then when they saw me, they called it Tilly.
See,
Right? So I don't even think that's the actual dog's name.
they're just told to do
But
that.
they're just being told to
Right,
call
they've
it
been
Tilly
told to
because
call it
it's a name they've used in my targeting a lot,
Right, and
especially
Sheffield,
around
used to have
dogs for
someone
some
come out and
reason.
do that.
They've done
Be
that.
like Tilly Murphy
Alright.
every morning, and then it constantly kept popping up those names. Alright, and MI5, I know they like to nickname people they're surveilling with weird names.
Alright, so
You've already seen that. Alright, so I'll continue with these videos, because I've got a lot to get through. I'm not going to go through them all tonight, but I'll try and get through a few.
okay, another story of someone hearing.
Here's an article. This guy basically stabbed someone on a train. He said he was hearing voices.
Voices who
Alright. No, I mean, I don't hear voices, but they have the technology to make people hear voices.
finally attacked someone.
Silent sound. Well, no, actually, no, not the silent sound, but the voice to skull, the microwave hearing technology. That technology.
I'll post the article. I don't have much recording space.
Using a microwave auditory effect. That's what they.
But he said he was hearing voices.
See, it doesn't mention in the article much about what the voices were saying, but he said he heard voices. That's the guy there.
Right. Makes me wonder.
Right. Says she recalled him saying that he had never dealt with someone special needs before. To which he said, "I'm hearing voices right now." So the guy that he killed basically said that he'd never dealt with someone with special needs before, and he said this guy here said he's hearing voices. Now, also in this program, they probably did that to target him, because they've tried to run those themes on me, the special needs themes. You know, I was constantly seeing kids with learning disabilities around me, so you know, Mr. Pomeroy was probably a perp, because it's funny, I said on the call recently, I wonder if a lot of this violence in the UK right now is due to this program, and a lot of perps have got killed because they're messing with people. They think it's a game, but when some people, when you mess with their heads, they'll strike back, right, and you're dead. You really think the government care about you when you're on the end of a knife or something like that, you know? But these people, they don't care, you know. They see it as like a hobby. They think they're untouchable, but they're not untouchable. They're not. Just because you're psychologically harassing someone doesn't mean that you're not going to get stabbed or shot or beat down or killed in some other way, run over by the person you're targeting. So, you know, it's like these people run the risk. So this guy, you know, he basically, I think he was a TI.
Hearing voices right now.
And I think it said he had learning disabilities, and I have Asperger's, so, you know, they target me. I have Asperger's, so I guess they think because we have learning disabilities that they can do this, and there's no one's going to believe what we're saying. Or we'll see about that. Okay. So this was in London. That was his girlfriend.
Now, isn't this familiar? I was saying on my call the other day, I wonder if a lot of this violence is because of, in the UK, is
Now they're honking the horns. You hear that?
because of this program.
They're not happy. And they're still doing it. It's fine because it's exposing it. I hope you keep doing this because it's exposing it even more.
I'm hearing voices. Right, when he murdered someone, he said he was hearing voices. Right.
Remember the guy
Another one.
Who stabbed that dog walker to death? Said he hated dog walkers, and I come to find out the Neighbourhood Watch specifically used dog walkers.
Okay, so right now we're getting that nasty fucking pollution air.
The shitty air.
You can see
it's nasty. Smog, basically.
Smog in the air, similar to what was happening in early spring.
Garbage air.
Some other guys filmed this as well. Yeah. Pollution, shit. These faggots playing games, perhaps.
Oh, must have run out of space. That one can go.
Okay, so these faggots are next door again.
Well did that. You already know what's going off there.
Alright, I thought I'd show you guys this. This is 100%
What I've been doing, because I come to find out that they put fluoride in the water here.
rainwater. I've
In it.
filtered it.
And I ain't suffered any ill effects either. I feel better actually than I did before.
And boiled it. I'm not drinking the tap water anymore. First thing I noticed making a cup of tea.
I'll upload that separate because you know I don't want it to like and look stupid.
Hold on, I can hear it. Hear it.
All the same.
You know, faint than like.
Sirens.
It was noisy. When I put up this razor wire, it was really noisy.
Didn't like that.
Really noisy. No, I guess it's quieter.
When I put the razor wire up, sirens, car honking, alright, you name it, they did not like that at all. But you know, gotta do what we gotta do, haven't we?
stopping it when I press record.
Yeah, they'll be doing that sometimes. Like they'll stop doing the noise campaign when I record it, trying to hide it. It's too late. It's been exposed again
Now they're stopping
today.
when I press record. They're stopping doing it.
Not only that, you're even doing it when I'm doing these videos in the background. So it's being exposed. So if you want to use the police or whatever to do the noise campaign, that's fine, because it's being exposed. Motherfuckers ain't gonna do this shit and not be exposed with what you're doing. You just hear them revving as well. It's all being really exposed. And they're sending little threats today like, tread carefully, mate. You ought to be the ones treading carefully, because I'm going to expose everything you're doing.
See,
Everything you're doing to me is going to be exposed. How you're trying to intimidate me, I'm going to detail exactly how you're doing it. Alright? Everything.
I heard it. It stopped.
Yeah.
They're playing the sirens
That poster, I delivered it to the person it should have gone to.
again.
Doing revving? Now they're doing the revving. Rev game.
Where anyway?
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, they're not happy.
They never are.
Not happy about that razor wire at all.
Well, say they did like that shit. They were not happy about that shit.
They are not happy about that.
We got smarters here. They're not happy at all, man. But fuck them, they shouldn't be breaking into the house.
Right, so
I suppose. Yes.
not playing.
I'm not playing with you. That's what we got.
Right, so
Got all this shit.
not playing.
And there's more shit coming.
Not playing.
It's just the start.
Okay. And as soon as I started putting this up, the final lot that I'm putting up, it's just the right length and all. The sirens start up. Yeah. So they're spying on me somehow. The minute, and this happened
Radar, they can see
last time I put the razor wire up. The minute I put it up, sirens start up. No, it was honking, that was it, it was honking. There's a load of honking. Now I put it up. Sirens. So they're mad, man. It's because they know now they got a job on their hands. And the finishing touch will be anti-climb spikes all over the fence. I'm not playing, man. You fuckers think you can come in, break in when I'm out in broad day, move my things,
take my things.
gaslighting. Nah, man. You can if you want, but you gotta get that risk, man. It's a risk now, so they're not gonna be able to do it now.
Well, not easily.
Because all the
Especially not
security's up.
without damaging things and hurting themselves. So they can't get easily through there. They're gonna have to climb. This is hard to climb over without a ladder. And even then, you gotta land. You gotta jump down on. There's plants there. You might break your ankle.
Well, it's measures you have to take when you're having to deal with this stuff. I don't want to have to put this stuff up, but when they're coming in, when you're out,
You lock for the fridge.
moving your stuff to try and mess with you, and they honk, that's measures I'm taking. So, goes through the remote mode monitoring or whatever they're using to spy on me, they know, and they're not happy, so they're sirens. I don't care, it feels good. I'm glad they're not happy, because now they're going to have to,
Got a job on their hands, isn't it?
they ain't going to be able to get through that easy.
Yeah, and also So I think they were coming over from the left side. That's why I put that all down, because that's the side where they moved in. And I noticed some rocks had been moved on my rockery garden, like they jumped off the wall onto it and knocked the rocks. So I just put that shit all along the length. They ain't gonna be able to get down there easy now, not without severe risk. Or
And it's not
literally cutting the wire.
not too visible, but it's there.
That's what I gotta do.
Well, it cost me 10 quid for all that, I know.
Cheap. Get some if you're a TI and you got a house. Get some. Put it on. Don't play with them. Just don't be coming in.
it's
If you got
what we've got to do.
all
All people going through this. So I'll just get some dust off this one. I don't want to do it, but
got to, you know.
they're going to extreme lengths, aren't they? So I'm going to extreme lengths too.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it. Not having you coming in. I'm sorry. I had enough of that shite in Sheffield. I'm not having that shit again.
Okay, so this is what these motherfuckers do, right? So, house next door is for sale.
Oh, I'm gonna end it here,
Yet.
but I think I've unloaded that anyway. But yeah, you get an idea of some of the things they're still doing. It's just